American injustice system. Day after day, I hear stories of horrible crimes committed by people let out of jail early or getting sentences with minimal jail time. I recently covered the Norfolk, Virginia shooter who previously should have gotten 20 years, was sentenced to 11 years and served only 8, and he was trying to help ISIS. He should have had his citizenship revoked and been shipped back to his home country as soon as he was released from prison. Sadly, in another follow-up, the 83-year-old vet passed away following being shoved onto the tracks in a New York City subway, reportedly by an illegal who had been arrested 15 times previously. His death was despite the heroic efforts of a young man who was also shoved onto the tracks with him. That man, injured himself, made sure the vet was lifted back onto the subway platform. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office has moved the charges against the illegal from assault to murder. And a terrible example from Seattle. A criminal with 30 years of repeat offenses pulls an 80-year-old woman from her car with her dog inside. Nearby, people try to stop him, but he backs the car over the woman, thereby killing her. He drives a short distance and stabs the dog to death and then runs and tries to hide from the police. He has not gone to trial due to a claim of mental illness. This is only when he is not on his meds. I am sympathetic with the victims, not the perps. If he knew enough to do what he did, he knows enough to be tried and executed. If anyone cares, then shoot him up with the meds each day. This is not his choice. End of that story. Day after day, I see people committing crimes that are out on no cash bail for serious offenses. That needs to end. I see crimes that should have the death penalty being pled down to a few years in prison, if that much. Take the case of a teen who committed serious crimes as a juvenile. Instead of being transferred to prison at 18 to serve the rest of his sentences, he was simply released. 2 weeks later, he committed a murder. We must start holding our judges and prosecutors responsible for endangering the rest of us. My mantra, victims and society first, not criminals. Hey, if you've enjoyed this episode of Saving America, be sure to check out my book, Bad Deal for America. And we talk about both parties sending morons to Congress, and we need to do something about it, and it's called Getting Term Limits. Books available in hardback, paperback, and a great audio version. Check it out at Amazon. This is Dr. David D. Shine. Thanks for joining me for this special edition of Saving America. Remember, a new Saving America show is aired on the Brushwood Media Network every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Listen on any of the 16 network stations, Apple or Google mobile app, Apple CarPlay, TuneIn, Smart Speaker, and all smart TVs. Find more information at the brushwoodmedianetwork.com. Please be sure to join us each week. We welcome and love your feedback from our growing audience.